Accusing rock stars of satanic messages or of selling their soul to the devil is as old as time, from Elvis Presley's accusations of over-sexualization to Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast, even all the way up to groups today. There's always been an attraction, even obsession, to the mystery that's connected to the spookism when it comes to these bands. We often see it in movies, TV shows, and every now and then we have someone in the music industry come out and say something wild that just sparks everyone's imagination and creates a lot of conspiracies. Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest rock bands of the 70s, Led Zeppelin, who have been accused of using their platforms to push messages and themes of the occult. Led Zeppelin released Stairway to Heaven in 1971. The band wasn't associated with the devil during these years, but about 10 years later, a minister claimed that the song included dark back mask messages. A year later, there was a claim that when played backwards, its lyrics were very devilish. Now, I'm not going to state everything, but some of them words included, "He will give those with him 666. This was panic-fueled speculations because not only were interpretations inconsistent, Robert Plant dismissed the whole thing as ridiculous. Who on earth would have ever thought of doing that? Plant said in an interview with Rolling Stone. You've got to have a lot of time on your hands to even consider that people would do that. Led Zeppelin and many other bands that fell victim to the claim have been some of the most enduring and influential artists to emerge out of the rock scene, which just goes to show how far talent rises above widespread rumors. Jimmy Page and Robert Plant both look pretty magical, which definitely helped keep those rumors going on. Now, it's said that Jimmy Page toyed with the occult and Aleister Crowley, a known occultist. I have my own theory that a lot of these rumors are kept alive on purpose because it attracts viewers. In the music industry, there's not much of a thing called bad publicity, because they know how to capitalize off of it. I'm sure there's been tons and tons of bands and artists who've incorporated dark things into their music videos or even into their clothing because they knew it would make people curious. And that curiosity makes people pay attention. Even when you look at well-known artists today like 50 Cent, who was shot 9 times, even though that's an absolutely horrible thing to go through, that helped catapult his career because now his fans started to look at him as if he was Superman. When a lot of music artists tend to go to jail or even die, you'll see their streams boost up. Now, if it's true that Jimmy Page did have a fascination with Aleister Crowley, then I'm pretty sure he knows some things or has dabbled in something. And I'm sure Robert Plant's interest in Celtic mythology opened the door for a lot of people when they started to study about things like the Druids. And that would just make the listeners even more intrigued. Back in those days when you had so many hippies around, I could only imagine how many people would get high and look at Led Zeppelin like gods.
What's the attraction of smoking marijuana? What kind of sensation does it give you?
Well, it makes me feel very nice.
Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song was a Viking-inspired song about cold Nordic winds in the halls of Valhalla. Imagine the hippies back then in the 70s getting high and going to Valhalla. Now that's a sight to see. It's said that Jimmy Page believed Aleister Crowley was a misunderstood genius and thought he had a duty to spread Crowley's prime directive, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." It's said that Page had invested a huge sum on rare Crowley manuscripts and even went so far as to buy Crowley's home on the shore of Loch Ness, a mansion rumored to be haunted by the spirits the dark magician had conjured. Now, other than that, there's no evidence that Page was an actual Satanist, but I'm pretty sure that purchase of Aleister Crowley's home is a good reason why a lot of people believed that Led Zeppelin worshiped the devil. If you enjoyed this, definitely don't hesitate to hit that like, that subscribe, or that notification bell, or go down to the description and click on memberships to become a member.